If you're a man over 50, I need you to hear me clearly, because what I'm about to say could be the difference between getting your testosterone back or slowly watching it slip away year after year without even realizing it. Most guys don't know this, but there's one tiny thing, a simple mixture you can make with olive oil before bed, that can radically change how your hormones fire overnight. And no, this isn't some YouTube gimmick or bedroom myth. I'm talking about something that affects your metabolism, your blood flow, your morning energy, and yes, your testosterone signaling. The crazy part? Most men are doing the exact opposite of what their body actually needs at night, and it's silently crushing their testosterone production while they sleep. And if you're waking up groggy, unmotivated, softer around the midsection, or just not feeling like the man you used to be, this might be the reason. I'm Dr. Camilla Hayes, and I've spent my entire career helping men over 40 and 50 rebuild their energy, their hormones, and honestly, their confidence as men. I run the Diabetes Health Clinic, and every single day, I see guys who feel like they're doing everything right, yet their testosterone keeps dropping, their strength fades, and their drive just isn't what it used to be. And let me say this up front, none of that means you're weak, lazy, or broken. It means you're human, and your body is responding to stress, aging, and lifestyle changes in ways most doctors never explain. My job, and what I love doing, is helping men understand what's really going on inside their bodies so they can take control again. I've watched hundreds of men turn things around with simple, smart, science-backed steps, and that's exactly why I'm here talking to you today. Because once you understand how your hormones truly work, you can stop guessing and start winning back the energy and vitality you thought you lost. So here's what we're diving into today, fellas. First, I'm going to break down why this olive oil mixture works. Not in some complicated biochemistry way, but in a simple, oh wow, that makes total sense way. You're going to understand exactly what's happening to your hormones at night and why men over 50 are hit the hardest. Then we're going to cover the biggest mistakes guys make before bed that silently drain testosterone, habits you might be doing every single night without realizing the damage. After that, I'll walk you through the key ingredients that pair with olive oil to boost hormone signaling, support blood flow, and help your body repair while you sleep. And stay with me till the end, because I'm going to share a story about one of my patients, a guy in his late 50s, who was struggling with low testosterone for years until we fixed one tiny part of his nighttime routine. His results were honestly shocking. Plus, I'll give you the simple, safe, doctor-approved way to use this mixture so you get the most benefit with zero guesswork. By the time we're done, you'll know exactly what to do tonight to support stronger testosterone by tomorrow morning. All right, let's take a step back and really talk about why this matters. Because testosterone isn't just a manhood hormone. It runs almost every major system in your body. And the big problem is, most guys don't realize how many things chip away at it slowly, quietly, year after year. When you're in your 20s and 30s, your body is like a brand new truck. Strong engine, clean fuel lines, everything fires on command. You sleep, you recover, you build muscle without really trying. Your hormones are like a fresh battery straight from the factory, fully charged, humming along. But once you start moving into your 40s, 50s, and beyond, that same battery doesn't hold the charge like it used to. Your hormone wiring gets a little less responsive, stress hits harder, inflammation sticks around longer, blood flow isn't as sharp or as fast. And here's the kicker. Most men blame themselves. They think, I must be getting lazy. Maybe this is just aging. Maybe I just need to push harder. No. What's really happening is physiological, predictable, and completely normal, but also completely fixable if you understand it. See, testosterone isn't produced in a vacuum. Your body needs stable blood sugar, healthy fats, lower inflammation, strong mitochondrial function, quality sleep, proper signaling from your brain, and men over 50 usually have at least 3 of those things out of balance, often without knowing it. Let me break that down in a simple way. Think of your hormones like a construction crew. Their job is to rebuild and repair your body at night. But if they show up to the worksite and the tools are dull, the lights are dim, and half the team didn't get the message to clock in, guess what? That job's not getting done. This is why nighttime is so crucial. Your testosterone production peaks during sleep, and your brain sends the signal when your body is relaxed, fed with the right nutrients, and inflammation-free. But here's the problem. Most guys are going to bed inflamed, stressed, and metabolically overloaded. They're eating too late, they're eating the wrong things, or they're missing the exact nutrients their body needs to make hormones. And look, this isn't about dieting or eating perfectly. This is about giving your body the raw materials it needs to function the way it was designed to function. Olive oil, especially high-quality extra virgin, contains powerful anti-inflammatory compounds, healthy monounsaturated fats, and nutrients that act like lubrication for your hormone engine. But on its own, it only does part of the job. When you combine it with the right partner ingredients, it helps stabilize your blood sugar at night, support your liver, improve blood flow, and increase how efficiently your body signals testosterone production. And here's something every man needs to understand. Testosterone isn't just about libido. It controls your belly fat, your muscle mass, your energy, your mood, your insulin sensitivity, your cardiovascular health, your recovery, your drive, in every sense of the word. So when testosterone drops, everything feels harder. Work feels heavier. Stress feels sharper. Sleep feels worse. Life feels dimmer. And I'm telling you right now, it's not your fault. It's biology. Your body is asking for support. Not punishment, not guilt, not shame, support. Men over 50 have 3 giant challenges happening at once: natural hormonal decline, increased inflammation, slower metabolic processing. Put those 3 together, and nighttime becomes the most important window of the entire day. That's when the body either rebuilds or breaks down. And this is why this olive oil mixture matters. Not because it's magic, not because it's trendy, but because it targets the exact bottlenecks that get worse with age: inflammation, blood sugar, hormone signaling, and recovery. Once you understand that, everything we're about to cover will make perfect sense. Your body wants to make testosterone. It just needs the right conditions to do it, and that's what we're going to fix today. First, the nighttime blood sugar problem that cripples testosterone. Look, fellas, here's something almost no man over 50 realizes. Your blood sugar at night is one of the biggest testosterone killers out there. Most guys think testosterone is all about the testicles, or just about aging. But nah, your blood sugar is the puppet master behind the curtain. Here's the simple breakdown. When your blood sugar spikes at night, maybe you had a late dinner or dessert, or you grabbed something salty or sugary before bed, your insulin shoots up. And every time insulin goes up, testosterone goes down. They fight each other like rival family members at Thanksgiving. They can't coexist at high levels. Why is this worse after 50? Because men over 50 are naturally more insulin resistant. That means the same foods you handled just fine at 25 now stick around longer, spike your blood sugar harder, and keep your body from entering that deep hormonal repair mode. Real life example? Ever wake up at 3 a.m. sweating or thirsty or with your heart beating a little heavy? That's not just aging. That's a blood sugar crash from a spike earlier in the night. What should you do? A tablespoon of olive oil, paired with the right ingredient I'll reveal soon, helps stabilize nighttime blood sugar so your body can finally turn its testosterone engine back on instead of fighting metabolic chaos all night. Most men think cutting calories or doing extreme diets is the fix. Nope, stable blood sugar is the fix. Second, nighttime inflammation that blocks hormone. Signals. Inflammation isn't just something you feel in your joints. Inside your body, inflammation works like static on a radio. Your brain tries to send the "make testosterone" signal, and the message gets scrambled. And here's the deal. Men over 50 are practically swimming in inflammation for a few reasons: lower muscle mass, higher visceral fat, higher stress hormones, slower detoxification, more oxidative stress. It's not your fault, it's biology. What men usually get wrong? They think only big injuries cause inflammation, but the real inflammation comes from little things: processed foods, late-night eating, alcohol before bed, poor sleep, too much stress, not enough movement. Why does olive oil help? Extra virgin olive oil is packed with polyphenols. Think of them like little firefighters that put out inflammation. But when you mix olive oil with the ingredient we're building toward, it becomes a nighttime inflammation shield. Everyday example. You know those mornings when you feel stiff, puffy, or just off? That's inflammation stealing your testosterone while you slept. What works? Lower inflammation at night equals better hormone signaling. Simple. Third, the blood flow bottleneck that strangles testosterone and libido. All right, guys, I'm going to shoot straight here. Testosterone can't do a thing for you if your blood flow is sluggish. Blood flow is the delivery system. It's the highway. Without a good highway, nothing gets delivered where it needs to go. Not oxygen, not nutrients, not hormones. And after 50, blood flow naturally slows down. That's why. Recovery takes longer. You get tired faster. Morning erections get weaker. Workouts feel harder. Brain fog kicks in. Most men think it's a testosterone issue, and sometimes it is, but often it's actually a blood flow issue that looks like low testosterone. Olive oil helps soften the arteries and improve endothelial function, but when you pair it with nitric oxide supporting ingredients, now you've got a mixture that opens those highways at night. Real life example. If you wake up less alive in the morning than you used to, that's a blood flow warning light. What should you do? Support blood flow at night so your body can repair, circulate, and rebuild testosterone effectively. Fourth, the liver bottleneck that slows testosterone production. Here's the part nobody talks about. Your liver is a major testosterone player. Your liver detoxifies excess estrogen, processes fats, regulates blood sugar, and manages hormone metabolism. If your liver is sluggish, your testosterone will be sluggish too. Men over 50 often have fatty liver even without heavy drinking, and fatty liver chokes testosterone production like a clogged air filter. Most men think liver problems only happen to alcoholics. Nope, it happens from belly fat, insulin resistance, eating too late, too much processed fat, too little high-quality fat. Olive oil is one of the best fats for the liver. It's easy to process, anti-inflammatory, and it helps reduce fat buildup inside the liver. But the key is pairing it with a cleansing ingredient that supports overnight liver repair, something we're building toward. Real-world sign your liver is struggling? You feel sluggish after meals. You gain weight easier, your energy dips in the afternoon, or you wake up feeling unrefreshed. Fix the liver, fix the hormones. Fifth, the brain to testicle. Signaling breakdown, testosterone doesn't just come from the testicles. It comes from a signal from your brain, specifically the hypothalamus and pituitary. This is the make testosterone command center. But when you're stressed, inflamed, overtired, or nutrient deficient, that signal gets weak. It's like shouting through a pillow. The message barely gets through. Why does this matter more after 50? Because brain hormone receptors naturally become less sensitive with age. So the brain has to work even harder to send the right message. Most men think low T is just about the testicles. Nope, it's a communication problem between the brain and the testes. Olive oil helps stabilize the fatty structures of the brain and support hormone messaging, but again, it works best paired with ingredients that boost this signaling pathway. Everyday example. If you're stressed, forgetful, or mentally drained, your testosterone signaling is drained too. What to do? Calm the system before bed, stabilize your fats, and give your brain the signal support nutrients it needs. Sixth, the sleep architecture breakdown. If your sleep is low quality, broken, or shallow, your testosterone will be low. Period. Men produce the majority of their testosterone during deep sleep, not light sleep. Not tossing and turning, not the 4 hours you squeezed in after doom scrolling. And here's the truth. Sleep quality tanks after 50. Your cortisol rises, your melatonin drops, your circadian rhythm shifts, and you often wake up multiple times a night. Most guys think, well, I slept 7 hours, so I'm good. Nope. If it wasn't restful, restorative, deep sleep, it doesn't count. Olive oil before bed helps stabilize blood sugar and reduce inflammation. 2 major triggers of nighttime sleep disturbance. But when combined with a calming, hormone-supporting ingredient, It helps your body slip into deeper stages of sleep where testosterone is actually made. Real example, if you wake up tired no matter how long you sleep, your testosterone production was weak overnight. What should you do? Optimize nighttime recovery, not just hours of sleep. Seventh, the nutrient deficiency nobody talks about. Here's the part that ties everything together. Most men over 50 are deficient in the exact micronutrients needed for testosterone production: magnesium, zinc, polyphenols, omega-9 fats, vitamin E, nitrate-rich compounds. These nutrients support hormone creation, blood flow, liver function, inflammation reduction, and brain signaling. And guess what? The specific ingredient you mix with olive oil before bed fills one of the most common nutrient gaps in men over 50. And that's why it works so well. Most men think they're eating fine, but eating fine isn't the same as eating for hormone production. Real life example, if you get muscle cramps, anxiety, low libido, poor sleep, or decreased strength, you might be running low on these key minerals and compounds. What works? Combining olive oil with a nutrient-dense partner ingredient to give your body the raw materials it needs to make testosterone overnight. Let me tell you about a patient of mine. We'll call him Mark. Mark was 58 when he first came into my clinic. Great guy, worked in construction management, married for over 30 years, proud grandpa. But when he sat down across from me, he let out this deep sigh and said, "Doc, I just don't feel like me anymore." He wasn't talking about just one thing. He meant everything. His energy was low, his waistline kept growing no matter how careful he was, and he said his motivation, in the gym, at work, even in the bedroom, had completely tanked. And look, he wasn't lazy. This man walked 10,000 steps a day at his job, but still, he felt slower, softer, and honestly a little embarrassed about how much he'd changed. He told me, "I go to bed tired and wake up tired. How does that even make sense?" And trust me, I hear that line from men over 50 all the time. So we ran his labs. Sure enough, his testosterone was low, not dangerously low, but I feel like crap low. But what really stood out were three things. His fasting insulin was high, his liver enzymes were creeping up, his inflammatory markers were elevated. Classic signs that his nighttime hormone environment was a mess. He wasn't giving his body any chance to rebuild overnight. When I asked about his evenings, he laughed and said, "Well, I eat dinner at 8, snack at 10, and fall asleep in the recliner watching TV. That's probably not ideal, right?" Not ideal? No, but extremely common. So here's what we did, and this is where the olive oil mixture comes in. I had him take 1 tablespoon of high-quality extra virgin olive oil before bed, mixed with the simple ingredient we've been building toward. Just one small mixture. Nothing extreme. No crazy dieting. No supplements he couldn't pronounce. We also made tiny tweaks. No late-night snacking. A little more protein at dinner. A 10-minute walk after eating. Lights off and electronics off earlier. Nothing dramatic. Just small steps. 30 days later, he walked back into my office smiling, actually smiling, and said, "Doc, I don't know what kind of magic you pulled, but I feel alive again." His wife even came with him and said, "Thank you, I have my husband back." What changed? He was waking up with more energy. His belly bloating went down, his sleep improved, he felt stronger, his morning drive came back, his mental sharpness improved. When we rechecked his labs, his insulin was lower, his liver looked healthier, and yes, his testosterone had gone up. Not doubled or anything wild, but enough that he felt it, enough that his body finally had the environment it needed to make hormones the right way. The lesson here is simple. You don't need massive overhauls. You don't need to suffer. You don't need to push through feeling miserable. A small, targeted habit before bed, something your body can actually use, can shift everything. And if it worked for Mark, a 58-year-old guy who felt like he was fading, it can absolutely work for you too. All right, fellas, it's time to clear up some huge myths that keep men over 50 stuck in low testosterone land. These are the things nobody tells you, not your buddies, not the internet, not even most doctors. Myth number 1. Low testosterone just happens with age and there's nothing you can do. this one drives me nuts. Yes, testosterone naturally declines as we age, but the rate and severity, that's largely in your control. Sleep, inflammation, blood sugar, liver function, nutrient intake, all of these massively influence your testosterone. Ignoring them is like blaming your car for stalling when you never put gas in it. Myth number 2. If I take supplements, I'll fix low T. Look, supplements can help, but they're not a magic wand. Most men over 50 take random pills hoping to spike testosterone overnight. What actually works is supporting your body's natural hormone production with the right nutrients at the right time, like that olive oil mixture before bed. Timing, combination, and context matter more than flashy marketing claims. Myth number 3. Testosterone is just about sex. Nope. Testosterone controls your energy, muscle, mood, sleep quality, brain function, insulin sensitivity, and even heart health. If you only think about the bedroom, you're missing the full picture. Treat testosterone like the engine that powers your whole body, not just a part of it. Here's the part most men miss. When you correct the real underlying issues, blood sugar, inflammation, liver, brain signaling, nutrient deficits, and pair it with simple targeted habits like the olive oil mix, the body can actually produce testosterone naturally. And you feel it in every part of your life, not just in one place. So forget the myths, guys. You're not doomed by age, you're not failing your body, and you don't need to guess with random products. You just need the right approach. Targeted, science-backed, and realistic for men over 50. And that's exactly what we've been building toward in this video. All right, guys, let's quickly run through what we covered today. Blood sugar at night. Keep it stable so your body can make testosterone instead of fighting spikes. Inflammation. Quiet the internal static so hormone signals can actually get through. Blood flow. Open the highways so nutrients, oxygen, and hormones reach where they need to go. Liver health. A healthy liver helps process hormones and keeps estrogen in check. Brain to testicle signaling. Your brain has to send the make testosterone message, and stress or poor fats block it. Sleep quality. Deep restorative sleep is when testosterone actually gets made. Nutrient support. The right vitamins, minerals, and compounds before bed give your body the raw materials it needs. And remember, the small habit of mixing olive oil with the right partner ingredient before bed ties all of these together. It's simple, science-backed, and doable. You've got the blueprint. Now it's just a matter of putting it into action. All right, fellas, if you're a man over 40 and you're serious about taking back your energy, your drive, and your testosterone, here's what I want you to do right now. Hit that like button if this video is giving you real value. Make sure you subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss any of my men's health tips, because I drop new strategies every week for guys exactly like you. Drop a comment below and tell me, which part of your testosterone or energy are you struggling with the most? I read every single one, and I want to hear your story. And if you want my free guide for men over 40, the step-by-step system to optimize testosterone naturally, the link is right in the description. Grab it tonight and start supporting your body the right way. Don't wait another day feeling sluggish, soft, or off. Take control. You've got this. You're not alone in this journey, and you're definitely not broken. Every man over 40 experiences changes in hormones and energy. It's completely normal. The good news? You can take control and feel like yourself again. Small, smart habits, like the olive oil mixture we talked about, can make a massive difference. I'm Dr. Camilla Hayes. Stay strong, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.